just saw a headline that Biden threatened to get rid of the nukes.
He is. I sure. Hey, has everybody heard that that we're on the brink of nuclear war, and that New York is in a state of emergency? New York City. I heard about stuff like that. Doesn't make much sense up here. Just wanted to drop in on everybody and say hello. It's so nice. That's why there's really nothing to do up in the mountains, which is why I like to come up here for like 72 hours every year. But still wanted to drop in so you can just hear the silence a little bit. There you go. That's all. Doesn't cost much. It's just good timing. No birds. I'm glad you heard it. There is no wildlife. Still. Except last night. I heard wildlife for the first time in all the years that we come up here for a couple of days in October every year. I have not seen a squirrel. I have not seen a chipmunk. There's rainbow trout in this pond, but they look very, very small. But last night, around midnight, I heard something in the woods letting off some kind of call. And it sounded like, it kind of sounded like a horn. I don't think it was not elk. But then again, obviously, this is alien to me. Where I live in the suburbs, we are, me and the birds and everything else is just smashed into the same place. And our living spaces overlap. And out here, we saw an 8-pointer, an 8-point buck, maybe about a mile or so down the road in somebody's front lawn. At first, people thought that it was just Mike thought it was just like a statue or something. I said, no. If that was a statue, that was the best taxidermy job I ever saw in my life. And when we drove back to go grab some eggs and all that stuff, we noticed that the 8-point buck was gone. So, but it's not a buck, because I know the kind of farting, burpy, belchy sounds that male deer make. So it wasn't that. I don't know what it was like. It was like, it was something like that. It could have been Bigfoot. Do you hear? Did you hear the echo there? It's moose? What's going on, Carpe Diem? What's going on, GD? Aurora loves the echo. Aurora loves the echo. She comes out here and she has a ball. But yeah. Every time you find a place like this to hang out, and it doesn't take much, it just takes a little bit of willpower that you want to disassociate and be in the quiet for a bit, this is where you realize what life really is in its most basic form. This clean slate out here. Because, every once in a while I'll dip into my Twitter timeline and I'll look at the lists that I compile of this one or that one, the paranormal stuff, the fun stuff. Then I get headlines. Eric Adams declaring state of emergency in New York City because about 17,000 illegal immigrants have shown up in the last 4 or 5 months or something like that. You're talking about a city with nearly 10 million people in it. At least a quarter of them are not American citizens. And then all of a sudden, a couple thousand people show up and it's a state of emergency. So it sounds like it's a get-out-of-jail-free card to talk about the real problem that big cities like this have just as it is. Nonsense. But out here, it's just nothing. Except that Bigfoot. Because you hear there's no birds, there's nothing. Okay, so I'm going to look at, let's see, if you smell popcorn, that's Slender Man. Oh my gosh, is that true? Good afternoon. It's that damn Sam Squanch. Stefania, I'm sorry to hear about the tree. Hope everybody's all right. I'm telling, yeah, see, Crystal's like, I can't believe it, no birds. There's nothing. I've never heard birds. I don't see them anywhere. And too bad that the Wi-Fi doesn't stretch out into the woods, because there is a tree house. There's a tree house about 200 yards that way. We're sitting on about 5 acres right now. And yeah. Wait, I just heard something. I just heard squawking far off in the distance. So, what else? Let's see who else is hanging. Any bugs? Yeah, there's bugs. Moonlit Matt? Moonlit Matt's here? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to see you. What else is going on that I wanted to tell you all? I'm taking a lot of notes. Obviously, I come up with a lot of thoughts and ideas, and I send myself notes, so I have plenty to talk about on Monday. There's quite a few people who actually, I can't believe, I should say, how many people really thought that those were my actual breasts on Tuesday night. Even my cousin Sherry got in touch with me. She said, "Oh my God, that blue sweater really does make your boobs look big." And I was laughing at first because I thought that she was like playing into it. And then she got back to me telling me how hard she was laughing when she saw it and that sweat. And I said, "Sherry, you know that those are balloons, right?" So you know. She said, "Oh my God." I said, "Yeah, I'm raffling off those balloons. When I did not throw them away. They're going to be deflated. I'm going to raffle them off. I'm going to do a super chat raffle next week when I get back." No, I spent a lot of time working out, but that would be concerning. Moobs, God forbid. Well, you know what? Eventually the moobs come for us all. So I'm not going to speak disparagingly about the eventuality of moobs. Some people get them way too soon, and that is mostly their fault. Hey! See if the baby comes out. I'll have to snuff the cigar, but... Oh, here, it's Mike.
Oh, who's that?
Mike is the only other one who heard the Bigfoot sound. Actually, no, Lauren heard it too, then she fell asleep.
Oh, you're live.
Yeah, I'm live right now, just for a little while. Talking about... What was it? Do you remember the sound? Because No. Oh...
It was almost like a horn, like a something like that.
See, I remember something like, oh! But I just wish I knew what it was, because, like I said, there's nothing around here to even put it out. I've never seen a moose around here.
That's true, yeah.
Elk? Elk, they sound like they get little screechy siren out like. If you're not ready for an elk screaming in the middle of the night, it can sound like a demon.
I've seen smokes around here.
Smokes.
Anthony once went into the woods. Actually, last year, Anthony went into the woods out there. So Ant went out there into the woods just beyond that tree line there, and he started making sounds of his own, and that was hilarious because it sounded like Bigfoot. And then didn't you start singing too?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Anyway, to hear screaming coming from behind those trees is actually pretty funny when you're expecting it. See, listen to that. Look up here, look up here, look up here, look up here. Matt will be here in about a half hour. And he'll be hanging out. I think tonight and tomorrow, and then Sunday we go back down. Got a lot to talk about on Monday, though. Should be a lot of fun. Anywho, later moonlit. Mark is here. You know, this is a pretty good time of day. I see a lot of familiar faces here at whatever the hell time it is. On a 12:05 noon on a Friday.
Yeah.
I'd love to do some more Monday, some more morning streams.
Yeah, just travel up here every Friday.
Only problem is what's going on bushwhacking. Only problem is that around this time during a show day, I'm elbow deep in the writing process. I'm neck deep. So.
Were you a plumber? Oh, that's what the sound was last night.
I don't know what I was envisioning in my head. Quite frankly. Can we see Anthony? Of course.
Hey, how you doing?
There's Anthony. He found some really good mustache wax at the local the country
it's
store.
so good that I washed it out and it's still keeping the shape. It was really great yesterday. Yesterday was a very neat, tight, curled mustache from the wax I got over here.
And there's Mike all the way down there. He's by the jacuzzi. You see him? He's looking at you seductively. Join me. Can we see Lauren instead? You, Mark. Hold on, let me go see what the baby's doing. You talk to Anthony for a second.
She's eating a bagel inside.
She's eating a bagel?
Yeah, she's having lunch in the tea room.
They like hearing echoes. Maybe Anthony can go sing on the platform. He could sing Dimmu Borgir for Mark Swan. Dimmu Borgir. He likes Mark Swan likes Dimmu, so you could sing Progenies of the Great Apocalypse.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think I only remember the part with the tape.
That's it.
I don't even think. Oh, I think I remember. How does it sound from over here?
Pretty good.
It sounds distant, right?
Sounds distant.
That's I love that. Discover and conceive the secret well, and pass it to your free. Become your own congregation.
How's that? How's that, birds? Woo woo! There you go. Nice. We are, we're in the Adirondack Mountains. This is New York. This is really New York. The armpit that Eric Adams represents is a very well-known section of New York, but this is the majority of New York. I'm telling you, it's gorgeous. If you ever wanted to go see other places in the country, don't ever skip New York. You just avoid the city. Just avoid the city. That's all you need to do. New York has trees. Wow. We have like all the trees. It's amazing. This little tiny corner of the state just overpowers everything with its scum and villainy.
Actually, sounds a lot closer.
Yeah.
Than the other, like the one that you did yesterday.
They're listening to the recording from before.
Sounds a lot closer than when you did.
Did Frank bring his blue nursing sweater? No, actually I didn't. Anthony, Dr. Hoffman wants to know if you can yodel.
I don't like.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. That's fine. That's good enough.
There used to be a run that I used to be able to do.
Do people still yodel?
Mm-hmm. It's like big.
You know, it's a. The basis of it is just, you know, octaves and just switching from, you know, abrupt switches from your just regular singing voice to your head voice. That's just really the basis of it. So like, that's like, you know what I mean? Like,
I only yodel during sex, says Mark Swan. That's why you're a father. That's why you have the children. Who can resist? That's somebody who say, no, leave it in. We're going to be parents. I heard you yodel before. Leave it in. What's going on, Captain Cast Iron? Did you ever test the range of your emergency radios? We always bring the two-way radios up here, and they're absolutely incredible. The let's see, the ones from Blue Monster Prep. I've got them. I think I have the 32-mile range up here. It really does. It goes very, very far, because once you get up to a certain place, none of our cell phones, the data on our cell phones don't work. So I always bring our radio so all the cars can stay connected, and it's really fun driving with some friends and family and multiple cars and everybody having a radio and a set channel, because it's almost like we're all in the same car, constantly talking, pointing shit out, cracking jokes. So I've got 3 radios up here right now, but I brought 2 of my own, but Mike has his own. I gave him one a while ago. I gave Matt his own a while ago.
Oh,
So
it's on?
What?
Is Matt Radio on? Because you could probably try to contact him.
I don't know if his radio's on. We just have to wait for him to get here, and then we can establish radio protocol. I don't know how close he is. I should have this morning. I should have said, keep it on channel 4. Keep it on channel 4. We'll leave it on and just start testing it once you get
Closer.
Yeah, closer to one place or another.
2-mile range, it should work. Especially with the open land. We already know electricity around here.
Oh, been working out every day, but I have not been fasting. I'll tell you that much. I brought the TRX, so we're working out. We're doing our thing, and
How much weight can you gain in just 3 or 4 days of eating the way that we have been eating?
how much weight?
Like serious weight, not just water weight.
Serious weight? I don't know. In a couple of days of eating,
Like, you know,
A couple
cheese
pounds.
and fucking
maybe
pizzas.
a couple pounds for sure. That is after it's like passed through you. Like obviously, if you gorge and you have the food physically in your body and you haven't shat it out yet, that's something.
So what you're left with after water weight and all that stuff, like not counting water weight.
You can do at least 7 pounds of damage, I think, in 3 days, especially if you're eating high sodium stuff and it is water retention. You're just like you're puffy. Fluid is going to be the biggest factor in whatever weight you bring on in a short amount of time. Fluid retention, but I mean, what's the reason to go that hard on yourself in 3 days? You know, so yeah.
I mean, would you say that we're going that hard? Or?
No, I don't think we're going hard. I think we're doing all right. I had even in the mornings. I don't usually eat when I wake up in the morning anymore. I wait until the second half of the day to start really getting it down. But even the last couple of mornings, it's been eggs, sausage, bacon. Today I had the pancakes. It's been a long time since I had pancakes in the morning. What's up, Kim? What's up, Crystal Pistol? I'm glad. You know, it's been nice up here, but we always wanted to drop in on you guys and gals and say hello. I thought maybe the baby would come out, but you know what? We still have tomorrow. And she's been so awesome. And I want you guys to see her. But we're going to have a good time. You know, the best thing we're going to do on Monday is we are going to celebrate Columbus Day. And I have some footage from 1993 of an old Columbus Day parade in my town for all of our old family there and stuff like that, and the way things used to be. So that'll be fun to thumb through that and do some other things. And then Jim Lee's coming on, so we can talk about cool shit like Twitter and satellite warfare and all that other stuff. Hold on, let me look through the window, see if I can see it. Walked right into a cobweb. Ugh! Ugh! Oh no! More? Nothing. Nothing. From the Commonwealth of Virginia. Bowl packed, ready to go. I have been packing primo hookahs. So maybe tonight or tomorrow I'll do a hookah stream with everybody here for a little while. But that's really it, ladies and gents. 25 minutes. Contentment is against terms of service. That's hilarious. Here's the thing. Going forward, what is going to be the main... Because Rumble doesn't have a live mobile option yet. You know, YouTube is sticking the shiv in its own jugular. And I don't know. It's pretty interesting, huh? I can't believe that I've actually made it this far on YouTube. They took that Nick Rikita guy down, and all he does is watch court TV. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He just watches courtroom feeds. Hold on. Hey! Hey! The baby's jumping around in the kitchen. Anyway, later. We'll do that later. Cat with 9 lives. It's more than 9 lives, Karina. Remember, I had 11 strikes in 2020 alone? Either 2020 or 21 was the big year. 11 strikes. 11. I mean, one day the darkness comes for us all. But I'll always be able to say I survived an 11 strike year. Oh, no doubt about it. I don't have any real perks. I mean, nobody finds the channel. The channel doesn't grow unless other people point out that I'm here. But 11 strikes. Anywho, we are the veterans of several great meme wars. That's the way it is. All right, ladies and gents, I'll drop in on you again sometime soon. What is this? White House? White House on Armageddon. The U.S. has no indications that Russia is preparing to use nuclear weapons. That's from disclose.tv right now. That's it. AI Mac, great to have you. It was nice to be on Tim Pool's show before. Carpe Donktum. I always tell Carpe, everybody, Carpe Diem, sorry, Carpe Diem. What's going on, Carpe Diem? But it reminded me of Donktum. To get onto the show sometime this year. But we'll see where else we can inject ourselves. Be a lot of fun. I'll tell Lauren. Nah, she's not in there anymore. I'll tell Lauren the next time everybody wants to see her and the baby. So. But I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for a little bit of chill. I just wanted to show you what I mean about the quiet. So I don't live in a city, but I'll tell you, I hear no hum, that distant hum of trains and I-95 and 287, and there's just nothing. And because it's the time of year it is, I love how after a breeze, all of a sudden it'll sound like rain, but it's not rain, it's leaves falling. This is perfect. This is perfect time. Okay, guys and dolls. See you in a little bit. Be well. Good to see you guys.